To you guys, is text messages a misdemeanor in Georgia. Whoever sent it to TikTok, which is a platform, is a felony. That's why I told you to stop talking.
But I didn't send anything to TikTok. And second of all,
I guarantee you he didn't send it. I guarantee you he did not send that to Susu.
Hold on. No, hold on. Wait. My eyeballs, this platform has not seen a fuck thing. What I have is a message from a person named Vigilante who said that they seen it with their own eyes. So my question is, there's no video floating to me. I don't know if something floating within them. Go ahead. Wait.
Can I say something?
Hold on,
this is crazy.
Hold on, Noni, because I'm about to leave. But just to be clear,
thank you, lovable.
The communication this was the communication, and Carrie, you can back.
Hold on, Omar's here. What's up, Omar?
Hey, Nosey. I was going to say that if you look on the blogger's breadcrumb page, it's the second video. That's where Kev is admitting that he sent that video.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, I've been told y'all about this motherfucker. He's been convicted of domestically abusing his ex-wife, child cruelty to his children, and he's been accused of touching a minor. So y'all already knew all this shit about this motherfucker. So I don't know why everybody acting like this, something like this wouldn't happen, or he wouldn't do that.
Oh, damn, he already left? Oh, damn. Clara Renee. Ooh. Clara, friend. There might have been an accident. Let me drop her.
No, I didn't leave. Somebody dropped me. Matter of fact, when I was requesting, they kept kicking me off the request line. But it's all good. I said what I had to say. I don't like the snag-a-tooth, dirty motherfucker with that alcoholic bump on his forehead. The nigga ain't shit. And I keep telling y'all about that shit. And y'all grown asses sit over there and coddle this dude. And it's women who support this shit. So you need to take a look in the fucking mirror at yourself. If you a grown-ass woman, like I said, who's sitting over there supporting some scum like him. Y'all have a blessed night. I got to get up and go to my government job in the morning. Because I do what real men do. And we don't be abusing women and sending out revenge corn. Bye, Nosey.
Bye, Omar. Y'all was quick to get rid of him, huh?
Me up here. I will contact Billy and let Billy know that he sent this to me. Mm-hmm. And I will go to Michigan and I will support her in court if she chooses to file a claim against him.
That I rock with. Now that I rock with.
There she
now
goes.
That can be
so what they're doing is they're whistleblowing. So to us, what right now, we can feel however we want to feel, but at the end of the day, they came forward to let the lady know that her video was shared. You get what I'm saying?
But can I say something? Because everybody
to the front. We just addressing it because.
So technically, we're who is Vigilante? Now everybody keeps saying it's Kev. I don't think Kev would involve himself in something like this. This is illegal. I don't think Kev is this. Thank you, LFYN. I don't think Kev is this Vigilante. I know a lot of people saying he is, but I don't think he is. I just don't believe he is. You know? I don't think he is. I think it's somebody who knows him, who wanted to get some get back. You said Noonie or Sunset. I thought Sunset was his ride or die. Thank you, Lay.
I would never do that to another woman. I would never do that to another woman. You understand me?
one at a time.
Yeah, but you were going to. Maybe Vigilante is private, because the math ain't math. And you just said that you was about to drop that video if he said anything about Lorenzo being in your DMs. Now you're not the girl who would do it. But you was going to. I don't know. She is very much given private might be Vigilante.
I would
Private,
never,
but
ever...
before you go private, I know you said you was finna leave, so before you go, I want to tell you this. If Kev got any proof, I mean one piece of anything that proves that you is Cookie,
Nitra is on your ass for being the threatening cookie.
I'm not Cookie. Let me.
Hold on.
Okay, wait.
Let me
Tell you this,
so if
AJ.
you are, or you got any information about this cookie stuff, you better go ahead and drop it on the floor before Kev get to it, because it's gonna get spun a million different ways.
Okay, let me drop this. So
She definitely
about
cooking.
maybe a couple weeks, maybe to a month ago, I received an inbox message from someone here on TikTok, and the message said they presented themselves like they were a man, like a single man that was interested in me, and hey, saying like they were interested, but I'm in Florida. Give me your phone number, and then give me your phone number, and then I'll send you a picture of me privately. Now, if we on TikTok and we all have these accounts, why would you inbox me
I did stream the
and
Noonie
say you're
interview.
interested, and you
We
gonna
already
send me a
listened to
picture
it.
privately instead of just putting a picture up on your TikTok account, right? So I responded to that message FOH, like, y'all know what that means. I was like, FOH. I screenshotted it because they had a phone number, and I sent it to Kev. I said, Kev, I don't know who this is. I have this in my phone, y'all, so I can support what I'm saying. I said, Kev, I don't know who this is, but whoever this person is, they think I'm stupid enough to call this random number or text this random number so that they can get my number. This is what I told to Kev. He told me I'm tempted to call that number. So yes, that may be what he's trying to do. But let me tell y'all something. All of this is new. Like, this is a new Kev. Well, new for me. I guess it's exposing because
Hold on. What that got to do with cookie?
What that got to
because
do?
that's what I feel like they were trying to do. They were trying to. I'm not Cookie. I'm not Cookie, and half of the stuff that's been going on, like right now, I'm literally watching my son play football on TV. I wasn't even, somebody just messaged me and said to come over here. Like, I'm not Cookie, but I feel like that's the next thing he's going to try to do. I never was Cookie, and I feel like leave it up to the law. Whatever they try to do, trace it back. We know how this works. Trace it back.
So you just said that you had a conversation on the phone with Kev about him being distraught. Thank you, Dee Dee. About him being distraught about all the stuff that was circulating. Follow me here because I'm about to clock something. Private just said that she had a private phone call conversation, a three-way call, if you will, with her, Carrie, and Kev back in September when he was hella distraught about the whole Billy situation and the breakup situation. You said that you didn't have Carrie's phone number, but you reached out to Carrie on the back end and you gave her your phone number because you were worried about Kev. Follow me here. You then proceed to sit on Susu's panel, and when AJ said, you better come forward about that cookie stuff because if you don't, Kev gonna be on your ass. You proceed to tell us a story about how somebody in your DMs who sounds like a spam bot gave you their phone number and said, hey, text this number and I'll send you my actual picture because I think you're beautiful, blah, 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 blah. You take a screenshot of that conversation and that phone number, proceed to send it to Kev and say that, oh, I think this is a spam bot. I think this is just some scammer, spammer, whatever, da-da-da. Kev replies back and says, I'm tempted to call that number and see who that is. And you think that was Kev's attempt to get your phone number? You just told us Kev already had your phone number because you were on the phone with him, talking him off a ledge. So why would you think Kev would use a fake bot to get your phone number if he already had it? It's giving private you as Cookie, and Cookie is you. And you and Cookie go together real bad. None of it made sense.
Because Kev has my phone number. So if somebody tries to say that I'm Cookie, I'm going to have to get the law. I'm going to have to hire a lawyer to prove that I am not. Because he has my phone number.
Baby.
I don't.
She said, I have to get a lawyer to prove that I'm not Cookie in law and in philosophy. and in all of science, you can't prove a negative. If it didn't happen, it just didn't happen. Like, oh, I'm gonna get a lawyer to prove I wasn't there. If you weren't there, you just weren't there. And all of the circumstantial and empirical evidence just points to that. You don't have to prove that you weren't there. You can prove that you were here, but you don't have to prove the other. You have to get a lawyer to prove you're not Cookie. That literally makes no sense. It's giving Cookie.
I don't play exposing people's sex tapes. I don't play making threats on people's lives. Like, I really got real things going on. Like, that's not my level. And I'm not here to prove this to y'all. I can only tell you, let you process it, and you do what you want with it. Like I said, I have a video here in my phone. My plan was never, ever to put that young lady's video out. My plan was always to stand on business with Kev because I did not appreciate him threatening to expose my DMs, okay? But my plan was never to put her video out. My plan was to reach out to her and let her know that not only do I have it, Carrie has it, and if she opts to make...
Let me ask this, because I feel like I haven't been able to ask any questions.
She said, I wasn't going to expose her video. I was just going to reach out to Billy and let her know that I have it and Carrie has it. And then Susu cuts her off, but she was going to say another person's name who has that video. Thank you, Sag. She was going to say that somebody else had that video. It's given she's Cookie and Vigilante. That's what it's giving.
Just yet, because I've been sitting here trying to take in what's been going on. All of this is new to me. I haven't even been following what's been going on in the bando. So my question is, aside from you, Carrie, and Kev, who knew
Not
about
Billy was
him
Cookie.
sending me this video?
I don't know.
Did you tell anyone? Did she ever tell anyone? Is Carrie still here?
So yesterday, when when I had the conversation with Noonie, I told Noonie because I said, Noonie, like, this all came out of nowhere, you guys. For me, it really felt like it came out of nowhere. I'm being honest with y'all. Like him blocking me and everything because I really never did anything to him. Okay? And so it came out of nowhere. And I told Noonie, I was like, Noonie, I feel like, yo, I'm gonna keep it real. Kev's all of his money, he said this before, all of his money is tied up in crypto. And anybody here who invests, you know that the crypto market is down. It's not only down, it's way, way down. Okay? So it was communicated to me the other day that his phones were disconnected, his phones were cut off. So he was calling people to borrow $250 to pay his phone bill. So when I found out that he was calling around for $250 to pay his phone bill, that the light bulb went off in my head. And I told Noonie, I said, Noonie, this is about money. Because he said this before. He said he'll say he wants to take his platform in a different direction, but then he'll double back and say the mess sells. The mess brings in the money. And I feel like this is messy, y'all. And I also feel like he got it bad for Lorenzo. Real bad. Like real, real bad. He wants so bad to bring that stuff out about Lorenzo. But he had to like fall out with me in order to do that. Which, like I said, a single man DMing a single woman, what is the news in that?
Now I got a question, Susu, if it's okay. So, Private, are you saying that you and Carrie had no intention on even mentioning this video today?
No, I didn't. Because
So you and Carrie, okay, wait, let me ask the question differently. So you and Carrie in no way, shape, or form have discussed releasing this video because of the way that Kev did Noonie and has been treating y'all?
Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Me and Carrie discussed today. I told Carrie, I said, Carrie, I will call Billy. This is what I said. I said, I will call Billy and I will let Billy know what I have. I said, she knows his phone numbers. So even if he goes and tries to change his phone numbers, she knows his number. I will take a screenshot of this and send it to her and let her know that.
I just think it's odd. Something about it, the whole thing is odd. Like, something about it's odd. Not the messy mail. I think that's normal. People are just going to be messy and say, hey, I got a little bit of tea. I got a little bit of this. I got a little bit of that. I don't think that's odd that Susu got the messy mail. I think it's odd that I don't think Carrie is odd by any shape of the imagination, but that this private person, she just seems to always be at the scene of the crime. And she seems very, very gung-ho about getting her get back from Kev blocking her for supporting Noonie. Like, Noonie sound like, in that live stream we listened to with Noonie, she actually didn't sound like she gave a fuck. She was like, you know what, it's neither here nor there, I don't really care. Carrie even sounded very lackadaisical about it too. She was like, you know what, it's whatever. I told Kev I'm gonna take a step back. I just not really feeling this. But private seems like she is very much like, I gotta get this get back. You know what I mean? I just got to get this get back. And she wants everyone to be so riled up. And she knew the only thing that she would have on Kev is that video. She had nothing else on Kev. Okay, yeah, he needs to borrow $250. He's broke. Who ain't broke? Not me, but who ain't broke, right? Oh, his money's all wrapped up in cryptocurrency. Da-da-da. Okay, well, he has strange investments. Oh, he likes the mess. Who don't? The only thing that she actually had is that tape of him sending it to them. You know? So that's what makes me believe that she is, I just feel like Cookie. Child, I call her Cookie. Private. I feel like Private's behind. I think Private is the mastermind behind all of this. That's what I feel. I just feel like she's the mastermind behind all of this. I told y'all, Kev had me blocked. He don't even know how he had me blocked. Maybe one of his mods just don't like me and blocked me. But I didn't even know Kev had me blocked until I got invited to Bando Court. And he had to unblock me. I wasn't on no vigilante rampage trying to get back into Kevin's good graces. I didn't give a fuck because I didn't know. I didn't even know. But she was really mad. She seemed like she was really mad about being blocked. She does. She seemed like it was just one too many. It was the last straw with Kevin. It was like the last straw for her, you know?
If she and y'all said this today, when?
But we said this on the phone, not
right. But when on the phone? Earlier this morning?
Yeah, earlier. Like earlier, probably. Like earlier, not in the morning, but earlier.
So they had a conversation regarding this tape before Messy Mail? Am I hearing that correctly? Yes, no, maybe so, chat?
That this is what I said to her. Because
I'm saying, like, how much earlier? Before lunch? Dinner? It's 11 o'clock Eastern.
I can't remember. Let me look at give me a second. Let me look at my phone.
The point is, you.
Okay, hold on,
Susu.
Let her look at the time.
And that's okay. While she looks at the time, I'm going to talk. The point is that Private, Carrie, and Kev did not bring this to the forefront. Who brought it to the forefront was Vigilante in my comments that said to check my messages. That then told me that this existed and that they seen it with their own eyes. Do you get what I'm saying? So if you're saying you had no intention of putting this out here, right? Then who is vigilante that knows about it and that's seen it themselves?
Vigilante.
What time was the call?
Vigilante.
What time was the call, Private?
It was at 12:39, and we stayed on the phone for 39 minutes.
Okay, so at 12:39 this afternoon, you and Carrie discussed sending the video to Billy to tell her the truth.
Yeah, but I don't have Billy's phone number. I just kind of put it out there because I felt like, I don't know. It was an option to send it to my thing was never to put it out publicly, but to send it to her.
So what brought up the video for you guys? Kev hadn't discussed, he'd only blocked you or whatever had been going on with Noonie up until that time. And he hadn't mentioned Lorenzo. So what made you bring the video up?
Because I felt it. Like, if y'all would have been on the phone with Kev, if y'all had been on that phone call with him when we were talking and I made the comment about Lorenzo DMing me, and he was like, oh shit, I got his ass now. Oh shit, I'm telling. Like, it was like he was like a dog with a bone, y'all. It flipped.
Wait, so when was the Lorenzo thing? When did you tell him that?
This was probably
It wasn't today.
it wasn't today. So maybe like whenever the party stuff. Listen, something was going on about that party, and Lorenzo's name got mentioned in with that party, and I was talking to
Okay, I
Kev.
think I'm trying to find out. That was a couple weeks ago. I'm trying to find out from you. A couple of weeks ago, the party thing happened. You didn't like Zoe.
Yep.
Today, around noon, around 1 p.m., 12:39, you were talking with Carrie for about 30 minutes about giving the video to Billy.
Oh no, we
Why?
didn't talk about that for 30 minutes. No, we didn't talk about that for 30 minutes. No, we didn't talk about that for 30 minutes.
I'm not saying the time frame. You were on the phone for about 30 minutes. In there, came up sending the video to Billy. Why?
Because Carrie told me that she had went back and thought about the conversation because I was upset with Carrie Friday or Thursday. I was upset with Carrie because I didn't know none of this that was going on. So I kind of found out about everything from other people, but they were trusted sources. And Cal sent me a text message, and in his message, everything he said was what Carrie had said. It wasn't what I said. It was what Carrie had said. And so he made it seem like she said that I had said these things. So I was upset at Carrie. And when I talked to Carrie, like when me and Carrie got on the phone, first of all, I didn't even want to talk to her. I texted her, I was angry. And then Carrie texted me and she's like, I would never say that. I did not do that. Kev is lying. So we actually talked about it. And when we talked about it, that's kind of when things came full circle. And she was like, I didn't tell him that. I did not tell him that. I didn't say those things to him. Private, Kev is lying. And that's kind of how the conversation went. And I was like, Carrie, this man is trying to do something. And because the bottom line, y'all, is that Kev really don't have nothing else. Like, the people that Kev don't like, I don't have problems with the people that he has problems with. I support the bando, but I'm the one over there like saying, like, look, it's been too long. Let's let this go. We want to go to the parties too. I've said this before. So there's really nothing. Kev has nothing to say about me except this little piece here about Lorenzo, which I don't think is a bad thing. You know what I mean?
Okay, Susu, do you got anything? Cause I got one more
It's
question.
spinning like the last cycle on a washer.
Mine
Let me tell
too.
you
I
guys
got so
something.
many questions.
Okay. This is what it's giving. It's giving, y'all was talking shit about Billy on the back end. That's why he was comfortable to come to you guys as his quote unquote friends to vent about whatever situations that him and his girls going through. Because despite him either being right or wrong, y'all was riding with him and y'all was, backing him up. And probably mainly he was wrong in these situations, but you guys found a way to make him right. So when he needed an ego boost in this relationship, and he was
I'm
stuck in
gonna head out. I'm head out.
this is some real shit.
No, you on some bullshit, Susu. You on some bullshit, Susu.
It's on some real shit.
No, you on
Don't be
some
mad
bullshit.
at my opinion. It's giving that y'all did not like the girl until...
I never supported no foolishness with Kev. And Kev never talked to me personally about anything going on between he and Billy. I told you that when we had this conversation, this was when Billy had came out with all of the anal stuff. Kev was crying. Kev was threatening to unalive himself. That's what I told you. I never stood
I heard
behind
that
Kev.
part. I heard that
Okay,
part.
well then what you talking about? Because
I
Kev never came.
I seen a text message he put up though between y'all.
Okay, well, if you saw
And you were not fond of Billy when they were together.
baby, I don't have no feelings about Billy. I don't have no feelings about Billy. Billy messaged me. The one and only message you will ever see is me texting him saying, "Why is she messaging me?" I don't have feelings about Billy. I don't know Billy. I don't need to know Billy. I tell you
I'm not
one
saying
thing.
that it was personal, the feelings that you had with her. I'm saying you were riding with your friend. Your friend is Kev. So when he felt some type of way and he would vent to y'all would back him up. What's wrong with me saying
No,
that?
he never vented to me about Billy ever.
So
You
why
got-
would
you
he
got-
then send you? Okay, so if
He sent it to me because we were talking about what she was talking about here on TikTok. That's what we were talking about. It wasn't no venting. It was about what she was talking about here. And he was saying that it wasn't true and all of this other stuff. And he was very upset about it. But this wasn't no man. I never talked to this man about this one.
If he was crying, saying he see why men unalive themselves, he was venting. That's him venting. That's what you even said earlier. He called you to vent. Child,
I don't see what I said wrong. At the end of the day, that's the truth. Now that y'all have fell out, this has now come to the forefront. We would have known about this after you guys had deleted it, and it would have came out when y'all were cool if it was meant to come out. But now that y'all are not cool, it has come out. At the end of the day, I want to say thank you for giving Billy what she needed to do, what she got to do when it comes to Kev. All that shit is fucked up. But on the talking shit,
I just think it's funny that they all running now. You was ready to tell the truth about what Kev did to Billy, but seems that y'all all did it to her.
Shady, can you take us to Noonie? Noonie is live now.
Of course she is. And guess who headed over there to get on the panel? Like she can protect them when she the reason that this happening. This is weird.
Go to Matt Cal as well. We need another streamer. ICAP, is you in here? Here, I don't mean no harm by nothing. You know, this is not a personal situation.
You are not entitled to any privacy, period. And I think that that is fucking disgusting because he stands on the opposite of that. At least from what I know, okay?
This is a split video. On N4K's page, it's a split video. So once Susu started streaming Noonie, N4K just goes directly to Noonie's live, and this is Noonie, okay?
So to come to find out, oh, I never trusted Noonie. Oh, I never this. Oh, all of this stuff is just every day is something different, right? So you know what? But this shit right here is fucking fucked up, and it's really fucked up. That's all I gotta say. It's fucked up. Because regardless of whatever the case may be, that video should have never been sent to nobody.
Right.
That's a woman you lay with. Okay? Your name being cleared over some fucking TikTok shit wasn't worth all of this. And that's all I gotta say.
And that's all I gotta say. She's from New York.
Lord. Thank you, Noonie. Let's keep listening to Susu, y'all.
TikTok shit wasn't worth all of this. And that's what I gotta say.
Oh, Private left the panel? Private left, y'all.
Thank you, Noni. Let's keep listening to Susu, y'all.
Oh, they listening? They listening to us. They listening to Noonie listening to us.
So Nooney's standpoint is what I'm hearing. Okay, baby. Nooney's standpoint from what I'm hearing is she's saying that Kev is the one who fed me that information so that it can come out on the front end. Is that what's going on?
Let's listen, y'all. Y'all know they gonna break it down.
You're like Mrs. Clean, child, trying to clean it up. And
I don't have a thought either way. AJ, on some real shit, I don't know who did what. So
Somebody in the comments say Noonie, I think it's vigilante.
I'm clear with this.
Or Kev
I
did.
think
I gotta figure out who did it. It was her.
DMC.
Figure out who did what, Susu.
Yeah, they streaming Noonie
Saying that
live.
Kevin's the one that leaked it.
You Cookie also Noonie? They saying you vigilante in the comments.
Right, but when you say leaked it, which part? Leaked which part? Vigilante?
Yes.
Shady streaming you.
Noonie is probably vigilante because she the one that's cool with the two women who said
AJ says you too.
9 p.m. to say that they was gonna drop the video to bid.
So now I'm vigilante. That's good. I'm Cookie also. Just let's put it out there too.
Right. Let's listen. It's AJ says she talking money now.
That is for sure. And my money on Noonie right now.
Her money on you, Noonie.
Let's put it out there too.
Yeah, I just want to know who else he sent that video to.
Let's put it out there too. What they putting on the floor? Go ahead, Shady.
That's so soon.
Yeah, I just want to know who else he sent that video to. Let's put it out there too. What they putting on the floor? Go ahead, Shady.
Okay, Noonie, you listening to us? We want to hear what you talk about. Is you telling us anything new, boo?
Noonie, Susu say what you got to tell her.
Turn your phone down, babe, so it don't echo.
Somebody in the comments say one is vigilante and one is Cookie.
I believe that. Look, the whole Kev situation, all they're doing, this is just a back and forth, okay? We heard everything we needed to hear. I'm skeptical about that Private character. We already know Kev's guilty of sending out that video, so we just put that to bed. I guess the real interesting part of the story is who is vigilante? It's obviously somebody close to Kev's camp. They think a lot of people think it's Kev. I think it's Private. I think Private is vigilante. I don't think Noonie was as close as people are trying to make her out to be. She seems very like nonchalant about the whole situation. And she also seems like she doesn't really know too much. I feel like Noonie knows just about as much as we all know. You know what I mean? But do I think that Noonie has more information? No, she didn't. She didn't seem like she knew too much about what's going on. Private did, though. Private seemed like she was pretty close to Kev, close enough to have each other's phone numbers and close enough to get that video. So my questions for this is, why did Kev record that call? Did he record that call? He said he did. I would like to hear it. The second thing is why is Private so obsessed with understanding why she was blocked by Kev? He said you was cozying up to Noonie. He didn't like that. He blocked you, right? Is it wrong? Probably. But I feel like Private has an axe to grind, and she's going to grind it real good. She already threatened Kev that she was going to come out with that video if he said anything about Lorenzo being in her DMs. So this isn't far from that. And that was only a passive way of saying it. This is for real. She got blocked. She had the tea, and she wanted to make sure it got out. She wasn't going to let Kev get away scot-free with banishing her, Noonie, and Carrie. She wasn't going to let him get away with that because she was very much close and tight with his Bando. She was very tight with Bando, so she was not going to just let Kev just get away with admonishing her. You know what I mean? So those are my questions. Like, why did Kev record that video? Why is Private so dead set on getting her get back from Kev? And who is vigilante and Cookie? Okay, so those are my questions. I don't have anything else. Anybody have anything they want to say? You can jump on the panel now. But I think those are the two stories of the week, right? Mods, I know the mods. The mods don't care about me, child. My mods literally don't give a fuck. Like, my mods clock in and quickly clock out. They don't care about me. They never cared. The mods never cared about me. The mod, Angela cares, but the rest, they don't care. They do not care about me. They do not care about me at all. They don't.
Hey, what's up, Nosey?
Hey,
Thank you for having me up here. I just want to say one thing. I think it's kind of dangerous, the precedents that we're setting right now, where two things. This was corn revenge right here. All right. No matter how he shared it, it was corn revenge, because I don't think that young lady wanted him to share that video to people, plain and simple. Even if he was given the video by her, should never been shared. Another thing I will say, we got Package Gate, we got Voodoo Gate, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's dangerous now that, one thing is when people are doing the doxing, which is wrong. One thing, the other stuff that's going on, messy talk. But this thing right now where people are sending packages with body fluids to people's houses, allegedly, that's dangerous. I mean, this is what we're becoming on messy talk. And listen, I'm not all in messy talk. I'm a white mainly on messy talk. I'm on the political side. I'm on the debate side, but it's just dangerous. Now, as far as I tell anybody, go listen to that interview to Noonie of Private, Anointed, and I forgot a couple other people. And Mancow was up there, basically put into them. She was asking them the questions. She basically was telling them, "Hey, look, no matter how you look at it, if y'all had possession of this video, it was wrong, plain and simple." If you had what? Yeah, I know it's today. I know. Oh, you want to talk to her? Because you can talk to her.
Love you, Nosey.
Yeah, you the biggest fan.
She know that she got the T too.
Yeah. she's on her phone.
Okay.
But and she's your biggest fan.
Really? Tell her I love her too.
She's been with you for years, so she's your biggest fan. So what I wanted to say is, and look, I'm no fan of Kevin. All right. Me and Kevin had it out a couple times. But this situation right here, and I will say this, Noonie is my homegirl from the Bronx, right? I mean, she's from New York. And she had a great interview today, and she was asking the hard questions. Now, do I know if Noonie knew as much as they did? I don't know. But that interview showed me a lot, because Private has said she and Kevin had no discussions about Billy. But in that interview with Noonie, she clearly said that they were in the box when he was talking about her body parts, when he was talking about all kinds of things, and they were all here laughing and kicking about it. So to me, there was some kind of discrepancies in her statements. Do I think she's cookie? She sounds very close to being cookie. But what I think it is, the reason why she's not threatening Kevin over no DMs she had with somebody else. She's threatening Kevin because she doesn't want to be exposed, in my opinion, as being cookie. Plain and simple. Because she knows once that come out, there's a whole plethora of, remember, Nietzsche already says she was suing. Oh no, she's going to the police when she was supposedly allegedly threatened by Cookie, right? So she doesn't want that legal aspect behind her. Then you got Kiana, who's being accused, remember, as being Cookie, and a plural other people. You can see all kinds of lawsuits coming her way. Yeah. So this is why, like I said, she's probably trying to cover up. Now, I'm not saying she is. Yeah. I'm just saying that she sounds like her. You tell me, okay, my wife says wrap it up. So okay. I'll tell you what, you tell your opinion to
We're tired. Nosey's got it. She's clocking it. He
clocking in, though. He clocking in.
Tell your
that's
opinion.
That's because I tell him, Nosey. That's why.
No. Hold on. Yeah, you tell me some things, but I was already clocking today on Noonie's live. So this is how we do every day. We're going live soon, y'all. We're going live, but Nosey, like I said, it's dangerous what's happening right now. Yeah. It's very dangerous because that young lady did not deserve her video to be put out there without her consent. That is corn revenge. And if y'all up here still trying to defend that man, saying, well, she sent it to him. Yeah, that's between them both. Yeah. But it shouldn't be shared to the whole bando.
Yeah, that's true.
So listen, Nosey, I appreciate what you do. Keep doing it. And thank you for having me up here.
Thank you, Quantum. And thank you, Quantum's wife.
to say.
Thank you, Nosey.
You're welcome. All right, you guys have a good night.
All right.
Well, Quantum was clocking in. He right. It's getting bad. You blink twice. You know, you look at somebody the wrong way on Messy Talk and they gonna send you a frozen human foot to your front door. It's getting bad. It's getting really bad out here. It's getting really bad. Like when you think about it, like in the full scale of it, it's like, no, it's bad, y'all. It's like, it's almost bad to recap it. Cause it's like, are you next? Will your thoughts and opinions get you put on the next chopping block? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, wake up with a horse's head in your bed. Was that Godfather? You know what I mean? A frozen foot. It's true though. You know what I mean? It's just like, I feel like there's a lot of people like, it's just getting bad. It's getting so bad that like, you know, it's like, what did the cat drag in? Is how I look at it. It's like, what did the cat drag in? Like, Messy Talk was not like this. Messy Talk was not sending people period tampons and revenge corn. It was never any of this, you know? And now it's become this, and this is like the norm. And then Cookie threatening Nitra. And I'm telling you right now, when the whole Cookie situation that came out, I was not around, but I was in Bray King's live, and Bray King was like, I want to play you. I was in the comment section. Bray said, I'm going to play a recording. He said, who does it sound like? And he just played a random recording. I didn't know who it was or where it was from, but I was very familiar with Cookie because I've been cussed out by Cookie before. When they used to go on the page Cookie Monster, it used to be a Cookie Monster page with a picture of Cookie Monster from the Sesame Street. And one day I was in somebody's live and I jumped in the box and I had a statement. And then Cookie jumps in the box and was like, and fuck you, Nosey, and da-da-da-da-da-da. And I said, did I just get cussed out by Cookie Monster? And everybody started laughing, and then I finished my statement and I left. But I remember that verbatim. So Breaking plays me an audio recording. He's like, who does that sound like? I said, that's motherfucking Cookie. He's like, well, this is private from Bando. I said, that's Cookie. That's not, I don't give a fuck what they call themselves now. That is Cookie. That is Cookie. You cannot mistake Cookie's voice. So used to cook before Cookie Monster or Elmo. They were, and they were also Ellen DeGeneres. Remember that page? I remember. Cookie was Cookie Monster, Elmo, and Ellen DeGeneres. But they've always kept the name Cookie. They've always kept the name Cookie. They never, you know what I mean? So when he played me the audio recording, I was like, that's Ellen, I know. When they play the audio recording, I was like, that's Cookie. And he was like, well, that's somebody by the name of Private on Kev's page, and we all think it's Cookie. And then at the time, so after I like really started clocking in, I was like, okay, let me clock in. Let me pay attention to this private person, whoever they are. Thank you, Savage. And I was like, you remember there was Ellen DeGeneres too? And I was like, let me clock in. So one day, somebody in the comments was like, it was like the heightened time of the Cookie debacle and Nitra getting that threat and stuff like that. And so I was in was I in Kev's live? No. Was I in Kev's live? I was probably on Kev's live on my burner. Because again, I told you guys I gift on my burner account. So I think I was in Kev's live on my burner. At the time, I didn't know my main page was blocked. And somebody in the comments that asked Kev, they were like, you know, what do you think about this whole Cookie situation with Nitra? Kev completely he was like, I don't know nothing about no Cookie. Dropped the conversation completely. Like, he didn't even want to touch on it. He didn't even want to, like, nothing. He didn't want to nothing. The Bando didn't say nothing. It was his whole panel was full. Bando didn't say nothing. Nobody said nothing. It was just mum's the word, peep quiet. And I was like, that's strange. Kev clocks in on everything, especially when it comes to Nitra. And he didn't even say nothing as, oh, she deserved it, or, oh, that's wrong. He didn't say nothing. He's, I don't know nothing about no Cookie. And that was the end of the story. And boom, that was it. What's up, Glock? And I always thought that was strange. I was like, why Kev never clocked in on Cookie? I mean, shit. You know? And then that's when I started noticing everybody on his panel sounds like Cookie. Like, Noonie sounds like Cookie, but I don't think Noonie's Cookie. Billy sounds like Cookie. I don't think Billy's Cookie. Billy's voice is a little too high pitched to be Cookie. And then I heard that private person. I was like, that is Cookie. If Private just inflects her voice just a hair, just a little bit, she's Cookie. She didn't even got to do too much, you know. And Cookie's been in live streams. Cookie has been sitting on panels before for hours. There's hundreds and hundreds of hours of videos of Cookie on panels, sitting on panels, talking on live stream. So it's not like Cookie was like a private page that said one or two words. Cookie would sit on live streams all day long and say the most fucked up shit about people, like disgusting, like trifling shit about people, like just the worst. Like Cookie was worse than, like, in my opinion, language wise, worse than Oppie, you know. Cookie would say some of the worst, grossest, and you know, some of y'all laughed. I saw some of you guys laughing. But like at the end of the day, Cookie only got violent. She didn't. Cookie did not hate Diamond in the beginning, but then when Cookie really started hating Drop Queen and really started hating Nitra, Cookie would be like, and that's why you're obsessed with Diamond. The Cookie would say stuff like that about other people in defense of Diamond. Cookie also said that they're from the Atlanta area. They oftentimes talked about the Atlanta area, not specifically around Nitra going to visit for her meet and greet, but oftentimes talked about being from the Atlanta area. So I think that, like, I don't know. I think that Cookie most certainly came from Bando. That's what my opinion is. I think Cookie, because where else could they have come from? You know, where else could they have come from? So yeah, you know. He's a Cookie knew a lot, and the Cookie been around a long time. Yeah, Cookie could have lied about their location and stuff too to throw people off, but like, I don't know. I think Bando should like do a deep dive on Cookie, because Cookie definitely came from Bando. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. You're not gonna convince me otherwise. Cookie came from over there. Who Cookie is, I don't know, but they most certainly came from over there because they hated Nitra with a passion. Some of us over here, when we don't like someone, we just, you know, it's here or there. But Cookie hated Nitra with a passion, like a deep-seated passion. So, like, but that's my thoughts, you guys. I don't got nothing else. You guys have a good night. I don't know where you're gonna land once I hit the end this live button, but I hope you land softly. And maybe we'll be back next Sunday. But I gotta get up. I have news to get to in the morning. All of baddies, the Zeus website was down. I gotta cover that. I gotta get to Krishan. I gotta get to Lumel or Lemmy, Plumer. I gotta get to everything. It's all baddies all weekend. So I got to get to all that news. Also got to get to the versus battle between Master P and Birdman. That's 504 versus 504. If you know, you know. So I want to get to the versus battle and how it got really turned up. Juvenile was there. Manny Fresh was there. All in No Limit was there. It was a mess, child. It was a ghetto mess, but I loved it. So I'm covering all that news. I report local news if it's good and juicy. I cover all that news in the morning, so I'll be back with the news in about 6 hours. Okay. Hey, Roro.
Hey, Nosey.
Hey.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Girl, I'm just getting here. No, don't leave. I done slept all night.
Roro, I got to go. You missed everything. We covered the packages. You heard about the packages, right?
What packages?
The packages Kiana and Heartbreaker got. Somebody sent them bloody tampons in the mail.
When?
Girl.
Nosy, I just decided to take some mental days for myself, right?
Oh, Roro, you missed it, girl. We broke it down like a pound. So, Heartbreaker and Kiana have received this mystery mail of, you know, bloody feminine hygiene products in the mail, or discharged. I don't know if they said there was blood on it, but they said it was discharged and it was maxi pads or panty liners in the mail. And when Heartbreaker had disclosed that on Barb's Live, Kiana accused Heartbreaker of sending it. Heartbreaker said, well, I sent mine to the police, so I don't know what you're talking about. And it turns out Kiana never sent hers to the police. She says she gave it to God, basically. Like, she just prayed about it, and she didn't report it to the police.
Oh my gosh, girl! Let me go. Look, let me get the coffee. Let me get the coffee. Nosey, don't leave yet. So what happened then, girl?
I'm tired. I've been up since 8.
I know. So Nosey, where you sending us to? Because you said you was going to drop us on our head.
I don't know who's up now. I think they said Libra be on right now.
Oh my gosh, girl! Is Petty Rock covering the story?
I don't know. It dropped today, so I don't know. But Petty probably will.
Oh, can you do us a favor?
They said Braid is on right now. What's up?
Can you please call Patty and text her and tell her to get up and continue where you left off?
Okay, but they said Braid King on now. You fucks with Braid King, right?
Oh yeah, I go over there, but Braid ain't talking about that. I don't think is it.
It just happened yesterday. Everybody gonna be talking about it.
Oh well, girl, let me go get my coffee. Let me stop being selfish. Go ahead and get you some rest, and I can go ahead and get coffee and be nosy.
Okay, I'm gonna drop y'all in 3, 2, 1.
So let me go. Bye bye.
Okay, so y'all are probably gonna fall into Braid King's live in about 3, 2, 1. Okay, so everybody just hold your necks. Hold your necks real tight, okay? Hold your knees like this, okay? And just roll in. You just roll. I'm gonna drop you as softly as I can, but you got to hold your necks and get your knees up real tight like this. Because if you fall and you hit your neck, ain't no liability insurance over here. Okay, so tuck and roll into Braid King's live. Tell Braid King I'm gonna be in the comments in 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'll see you guys.